Greetings everyone. Today, this is my SKS, and I am going to be taking it apart, at least field stripping, and cleaning it for a video. I mentioned that I would do this, and I am a kind of a man of my word when I try to be. Anyway, so I have some tools here. This is a modern cleaning rod, which is going to be used for the .30 caliber brush, and I also have the Moe's and Gaunt's cleaning rod, which is going to be used for the rest of the barrel to push the cloth through, the patches. I'm using 223 patches simply because I don't have .30 caliber brushes and they work just fine. CLP spray, good stuff. Today I fired about 80 rounds of high quality ammo. I say about because I had a few malfunctions. One of them was a light strike, so it was really 79 rounds, and that's just really unfortunate. I was firing Czech ammo and Winchester ammo. It's just because this rifle is overgassed that the bolt was moving too quick for the shell to get out of the way in time, and that's how the malfunction happened. I also had a failure to feed. I blame the ammo completely. It's not this rifle. On cheaper ammo, like the Russian ammo, like Barnell and Wolf, it ran perfectly. No malfunctions. This rifle had more recoil with the Winchester ammo and the other hunting ammo. It was higher pressure, that's why it was way overgassed. Anyway, first things first, you see I have a scope and scope mount on here. That has to come off first for me to get to anything else. So, let's first start by doing that. Just screw this off a bit. And my voice cracks. This optic is very nice. I like it a lot. It does come a little bit unzeroed every single time I take it off and put it back on. That's to be expected. I don't really care though. This sling is original to the rifle, by the way, which is absolutely fantastic. Well, maybe not to this rifle, but it is an original Norinco sling. This is a Norinco SKS from 1957. So it is a very, very beautiful specimen. I absolutely adore it. So with that, this doesn't come off because it's welded. We can now, as soon as I unscrew these a little bit, we can first start taking the dust cover off. So I just move this lever here. Hopefully you can see that in the frame. It should be. Move it all the way up. And then, as soon as there we are. That comes right off. Very nice. I'm just going to set that aside, way off camera. Screw came off of the scope. It always does. Okay. Now, we can take recoil spring, buffer pad. It's just a piece of H rubber. Looks like an H. Ooh. Is that a bit of shavings? Huh. I don't want to use that ammo again. Take the bolt. There we go. So, the bolt is the interesting part of the rifle. So, if you don't know how an SKS works, when the gas system works, the bolt cams downward. This is what's known as a falling bolt. It is a very interesting system. A lot of rifles don't have that. The few French semi-auto rifles do. There are maybe a few other examples, but yeah. All right, now we get to take the gas system apart. So first things first, I use a screwdriver to move this, just like that. And then the gas system can come off. It can sometimes be a little annoying, but that's fine. There we go, just like that. There's that first piston, and now the second one. Well, that was exciting. Whoops. Yeah, don't do that. Alright, so that's the rifle completely field stripped. So, basically how this all works, this is the first piston. This is what actually gets hit by the gas that gets tapped off of the barrel. And then this is the second piston that actually hits the bolt. On on the bolt, you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but there is in fact a mark where the piston has been hitting the hell out of the bolt. So the bolt again is in two pieces. Beautifully milled, by the way. Anyway, okay, to start things off, I am going to go ahead and run a 30 cal brush through the barrel a few times. So I was using higher quality ammo, which is what I'm not going to use anymore because the rifle apparently doesn't like it. Your mileage may vary. My SKS is just extremely overgassed, but a lot of these old rifles are. Here's the brush, lovely. And here is the modern cleaning rod. Let's go ahead and screw that puppy in there. Come on. Don't fight. Do not fight me, you little shit. Oh, we got a fighter, huh? Technically, oh, there we go. I technically don't really need to do this with super clean ammo like this. Well, I say super clean, but it's still filth. But, you know what? I'd rather baby my rifles. And even when I get a modern, like, 5.56 rifle, which I'm going to get eventually, I am going to clean it every single time I go to the range. So we just take this, shove this shit down the barrel, nice and tight. Like that. Do this a few times. There we are. That's what you like to see. This is just to get into the rifling and loosen up anything, you know, that would be in there. I'll just do it like 3 times. I think that's good. One more for gumption. So, if you're in a state that can actually allow you to buy an AK, first off, I'm very jealous. I'd still probably have this rifle even if I could own an AK because this thing is awesome. But any sort of rifle, be careful with kind of ammo that you put through it because some guns, especially if they're overgassed or even especially undergassed, might not cycle the way you want. So just be careful of that. Apparently this rifle, because it's so supremely overgassed, does not like anything that is remotely modern or higher load, like the soft point ammo I was using. So just keep that in frame. Just because it is gorgeous rifle. It's neat. Rifle is fine. It was that stupid capitalist pig ammo screwed with rifle. Very not good. Paper towel. And now for some CLP. You gotta shake the crap out of this stuff. You really just do. But it is absolutely fantastic stuff. Now, when I will do a cleaning video on the Mosin, but that one is going to be very short because the Mosin you just take the bolt out and clean it, and that's it. This is a semi-automatic rifle, so there's more going on. And I just wipe the bolt down. I don't need to go too crazy. This stuff is not corrosive. If you're running corrosive ammo, if you know it's corrosive, if it's really old stuff, it's probably corrosive. Use ammonia-based Windex when cleaning to cancel out any possible corrosion. Because the last thing you need is for your gas system to be corroded. That would, oh my god, that would probably destroy your rifle. Or if it's super corroded, you got like a little squib, that would also be very, very bad. Yeah, it's kind of filth, but I did fire 79 rounds through this thing. Now, if someone says, well, you had a malfunction because it's an SKS. No, rifle is fine. It was the ammo. It was all the ammo. I think you'll find the same thing with like a lot of, like the Garand rifle or the G43 or any of the older rifles that tend to be stupidly overgassed. You're going to find that firing modern ammo through it is not going to be, you know, great because it is so overgassed you might actually run into some problems like stovepipe jams, which is what I had. I had This thing right here bit casings 3 times. But with the Russian stuff, like the Barn and the Wolf, no malfunctions. None. I slap rounds in there. I don't have stroker clips. I loaded like 4 or 5 rounds because I only really ever do 4 or 5 per volley. I have loaded 10 before, and then, you know, I just fire all 5, nothing happened. This thing ejects casings pretty spectacularly, by the way. Alright, that's pretty clean. You're going to go through a lot of paper towels and things like that, so I'm going to just another little pass over this. Just make sure that it doesn't have excess. I could go through here with a Q-tip, which is typically what I do, but Q-tips are in the other room and I don't really feel like getting up. So the serial numbers on this are 18911. So it is a earlier model of 1957. So it's just cool. I'm really glad I own this thing. It is a gorgeous rifle. Fires very beautifully. It's very accurate too. Short stroke gas system tends to be more accurate than other gas systems. Now for the other half of the bolt. Again, this is the part of the bolt that actually wedges itself in the receiver for lockup, which is very important. You do not want lockup to fail, because that is bad. That is very bad. It can result in fun things like explosions, or heavy malfunctions, or breakage. Just make sure everything is still recording. I'll try and cut this video down as much as I can. I think the main thing I'm going to be cutting out is when I get to the barrel, because the barrel takes longer than the other parts. I'm going to clean every inch of this rifle. Yeah, the serial number on this also matches. It's so cool that I own not just an SKS, but one in such good condition, minimal bubbing, and everything matches. It's honestly super, super sick. Yeah. Bit of filth, that's okay. Semi-autos tend to be dirty bitches. Now for the other parts. Come out here. Come out. Come on, I want you out. You really gonna fight me today, huh? You little fuck. Sometimes, there we go. Sometimes it comes right out, other times it doesn't. Ooh, yeah, that's a dirty bitch. Ooh, use a dirty one. You deserve deep cleaning. Yes, very good. I don't care what some people are gonna say. Even if you're using the highest quality ammo and the most modern rifle, clean your fucking gun. Even if you fire only like 1 magazine. Fucking every single time you shoot it, you should be cleaning your gun. I really don't care. Ooh, look at that. You know why that's super filthy? This is what is getting a face full of gas. It is, you know, that's just how it is. It's always going to be dirty like this. This stuff actually might be more dirty than the Russian stuff. Maybe because there's more powder or it's higher pressure or something, I don't know. But last time I cleaned this rifle, of course I only fired 60 rounds through it, but still, you'd think the Russian stuff would be a little more dirty. I have this is where all the stuff is going, if you can see that on camera, I think you can. A little bit more. Get the bolt face here, the piston face here. Clean everything. I'm going to go through the gas system as well. I got CLP on the rifle. I'm keeping this here only as a frame of reference for where everything is framed. Hopefully everything looks good. What rifle am I going to shoot for next? Anything from like an RDB or X95 to 4 or something something cool like that, a cool bullpup, I think would be very, very awesome to have. But, you know, I'll take what I can get other than an AR. I'm never going to own an AR. Now let's get in the little places. Oh, the little places. All shabby clean. Dimitri, you filthy bastard. I named this rifle Dimitri. A lot of people have named their guns. My Mosin's named Olga. And eventually I will be doing a shooting video of my guns. Several shooting videos, actually. Yeah, I think that shall do it for that. And now for the other piston. This doesn't look as dirty, but it could surprise me. A little bit of CLP. Clean it up. This piston right here, literally to me, looks like a big bolt. It looks like just a big old bolt you find in the hardware store. To be fair, you could probably make an SKS from stuff made in the hardware store. By the way, if you find an SKS and you buy it and you discover the stock is cracked, just get a replacement stock. Just if you're handy with woodworking or anything, then just make a replacement. You don't really, I mean, do whatever you want really. I don't care, but take care of these rifles because the SKS is getting harder and harder to find, and it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul seeing these SKSs butchered. Maybe I'm a bit biased because I like these old communist rifles. It'd be super fucking sick if I could get like an SVT or STV. SVT, yeah. The Tokarev semi-auto before this. That'd be dope, but I want a more modern rifle. Now, the springs. Do you need to clean the springs? No, but also yes. All the paper towels. Very good, very good. I'm gonna first do the main recoil spring. Well, the recoil spring, I should say, not the main one. There's only one. Just do a familiar motion over this. And, yeah, not really anything coming off. You know. Better safe than sorry. Take care of your guns, man. Take care of your guns. Always take care of your guns. This is such a thick spring. By the way, this thing is gonna fight me putting it back together because it usually does. But that's okay. I don't mind. It's all right. And now for this bit, this tube. Technically, I don't need to clean that at all, basically ever. But I am going to do so for gumption, and because I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to roll this up pretty tight to get into the. First off, I'm probably going to like tear it in half. There we go. To get into the first part here, because this is a tube that has two sizes to it. It has this thicker end, and it has a much thinner end inside of it, where the piston is housed. So, it's like, it's basically the size of the barrel, and I can see stuff in there. I can smell it too. I can really smell it. Yeah, that is definitely not going all the way through. But that's okay. But for that, we have an app for that. It's called, where are my clean, there they are. These bad boys. Yes, they're 223 patches. Like I said at the beginning. But I don't truly care. This is the Mosin cleaning rod. That thing is older than I am. My Mosin was made in 1938, so it's old. I have a lot of old guns. My other old gun, even though it's a modern reproduction, is my Marlin. 45 Colt Marlin. It is a very nice flanker rifle. Ooh. Yeah, maybe not do that. I was not expecting that to happen, of all things. Yeah, have I mentioned screw Winchester? I think that's what did that, because that never happened to me before. Yeah, that Winchester's too hot. So I'm just going to leave that be. Maybe I'll do it another day. Alright, now for the main event, the barrel. So, for that, I am going to go ahead. There would be an extra step if I was using really old, dirty filth. Like Norinco ammo, which would be use ammonia-based Windex through the barrel first. So 2 patches fit the barrel nice and snug, making sure that's 2, not 3. So, let's go ahead, put that onto there like that, and then we ram it through the barrel. We do this until it comes out white, or nearly white. I'm also going to clean the receiver. Ooh! Yeah. It's going to look like that for quite a few patches. While I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to go ahead and wipe this thing, the receiver down with a paper towel with CLP. I am getting CLP all over myself. I don't care. Let's go ahead and wipe it down. Get into the magazine a little bit as well. That's dirty. Again, you probably don't need to do this, but I do. Hell, I do this with my Mosin. I get into the magazine and I clean the mag. So if you're at all curious, what is the recoil impulse like? It's more shovey. It doesn't snap like an AR. I fired an AR before my brother's. He unfortunately owns an AR because we're not allowed to own AKs in this godforsaken state known as Maryland. But, you know, this pushes the AK snap. The AR snaps. But this ammo that I was firing today was more of a snap. So I knew that something was like, oh, okay, this stuff is much higher pressure. I'm going to do another pass through with CLP. And then I am going to, after that, just run through it again and again and again and again with dry patches. Ooh, do not drop that on the ground. Okay. Shove it in there. Oh yeah, that's a nice tight fit. That's what you'd like to see. So this, I can actually feel it moving with the rifling. So I'm actually going to edit this out. This is actually running fairly clean. You love to see it. Honestly, you do. However, no more Winchester. It gave me problems, and I do not like problems with my guns. If you're curious what ammo I run through my Mosin, that good steel case toolless shit. Runs beautifully. Nice thump to it. The Mosin definitely has more recoil than this, but the Mosin doesn't like it. It's not like, oh my god, my arms are falling off sort of recoil. That's 12 gauge. Wow, this modern ammo is clean. But also, fuck you. But, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and do this again and again and again until I am satisfied, until everything is nice and clean. And then we reassemble. I'm also going to try and do something about that, the top gas tube. So, anyway. Alright, so maybe 10 or so more pass-throughs. So I want to actually throw some stats for the SKS. So this has like a 20-inch barrel. Now most 7.62x39 will say it does about 2,300 to 2,400 feet per second with a 124 grain bullet. But because this thing has a longer barrel than I think what they do for testing with AKs or whatever they use, this is probably throwing those rounds at maybe, I want to say, nearing 2,500 feet per second. So it is intermediate, and the round doesn't exactly have the greatest range, but man, does it pack a punch. This barrel is almost completely clean, by the way. Running modern ammo is very easy to clean. Who would have thought it? It's unfortunate that this SKS doesn't like to cycle with it half the time. It was only really like 2-3 rounds that I got problems with. Ooh, yeah, that's getting real good. Real good. Also, if you're like, oh my god, don't just shove this metal in here. This metal is softer than what's in the barrel. So I'm not worried about it. So yeah, I'm not using Winchester. I'm not going to be using the Freedom made stuff. I'm going to be instead using the good old common stuff. I'm going to also wipe down all the other pieces of the SKS before putting it back in to get the extra CLP off. I probably don't need to do that, but I just want to anyway. Just to, take care of the rifle. Yeah. Yeah. That is almost completely white. That is absolutely fucking gorgeous. That's what you love to see. Also, I got way more. I don't really care. I don't care how many patches it takes to clean the gun. I just want the rifle spotless. I want the internals to be nice and clean. Especially because this thing was made in 1957. Fun fact, that's when my dad was born. This thing is as old as my dad, and he is in his 60s. So, this is a very old rifle. Although, my Tula Mosin was made in 1938 and rebarreled in 1950. So, it's all combat. More than likely, if it was rebarreled, yeah. So, it's just cool. I just like owning these little guns. And the SKS is a fantastic rifle. When you have ammo it likes. It runs steel case fucking beautifully, so I guess, maybe I should buy the steel case Tula stuff for this. Have Tula for my Mosin, 762x54 rimmed, and 762x39. I really should have saved the casings that got jammed because, man, they were specimens. They really got kind of fucked up by the bolt. This bolt is moving stupid quick. Okay. It is almost done. So, regardless, I am ouch. I've been sitting like this for a little bit, maybe like 30 or 40 minutes. I am very, very satisfied with this rifle. That's what you like to see. Nice and tight fit. Yeah. Also, like, this part right here, the breech. Oh, I guess it is clean. Okay. I thought it wasn't, but no, it is. It's nice and clean. Another rifle that I have, my lever action Marlin, is also stupidly easy to clean. This is only complicated because it's a semi-auto repeating rifle. SKS is an abbreviation, and in Russian it basically translates to semi-auto carbine or repeating carbine of Simonov. So, that's... Okay, that is... Ooh. That is looking very, very, very purty. I like it when the patches come out all purty. I like it when my guns are all purty. I'm deep within, I am a redneck. I love guns. I used to fucking drive ATVs all the time. I did all that shit. Now, if I wanted to really be thorough, I could take the trigger out, but problem is, the trigger is held in by one pin. That pin holds the trigger, the barrel, and the mag in. And fun fact, it is, oh my god, it is hard to open. It is really, really, really difficult. Anyway, this is just about done. Yeah, that is just about done. Maybe like 5 more passes Because this ammo is modern, I don't really, technically I don't need to clean it till it's spotless. However, I think I will. And also technically, if it's not spotless right now, I can just, open the bolt up when I have it reassembled and just ram the cleaning patches through until it is spotless. I don't actually need it super, fully disassembled to run something through the barrel. Now, some people are saying, "Where's your bore snake?" I has no bore snake, and no, I'm not going to use a fucking bootlace. Bootlace dipped in motor oil. Yeah, that was a thing that was done. Probably still is done. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab more passes through for the. Oh, that is really, really good. That is very, very good. Very good. I don't know what my next rifle will be. The RDB is probably what it's gonna be. But if the gun shop I went to that had this, it's where I also got my Mosin and Marlin and most of my ammo, especially for this gun. Oh, there's basically nothing on there now. Love it. Well, it just depends what he has. I'm never, ever going to buy an AR-15. They are overhyped. I don't think the gas system is that good. I think they're slightly overcomplicated and they can have some severe problems unless you get lucky. It's just, and also I don't like American firearms half the time. That's the biggest thing. Is American firearms to me just scream inefficiency and just, meh. Just meh. But we'll see what I get. I'll definitely do a video on it, whatever it is. Yeah. Yes, this is still a video game channel. I still do video game stuff, but I'm also, talking about gun stuff. That's. Ooh. More. It has to come out perfect. I want it the same color I put it in. Oh my god, now I got the hiccups. Don't do that to me. Lovely. That should be. Yeah, that's basically white. That came out basically white. So me tinks. Maybe another pass or two, I am done. I could go through with the 30 cal brush again, but I'm not going to. And then we do the reassembly, which is the part that is a little harder for me to do, but I know I can do it. I have done it before. Maybe I should clean the mag well, but. Clean. Yes, rifle is clean. Rifle good. Oh, I nearly hit the scope. No, not good. Very not good. So, one last thing I'm going to do, over every single part of the bolts and everything, I am going. Oh, there's a little part in there I just clicked. Okay. Man, this higher pressure Winchester stuff scares me. Never again. Have I said that enough? Never again. If I could adjust, if I could adjust the gas system, I would, but I can't, because this is such an old rifle. You can't actually adjust the gas system. It's just, it is what it is. All right. Wipe everything down real fast. A little bit of CLP on everything is okay. So, clean that. Okay. That goes in there. And then, for the difficult part, this is one of the harder parts. So I have to have everything, I have to have it lined up. And I have to push it in. And it has to click in. It is really, it is a stiff as all fuck spring. Like it really, really is. Got it. Fucking got it. There we go. Locked. Oops, well, don't do that. Now for this part, that's the wrong way. Slide that in, and then I just take this and push it like so. And that should just beautiful. Okay, the most annoying part is done. Now we take the bolt and bolt carrier, I guess that's what it's called. It only goes on itself one particular way, like that. I have to have the mag well open. There's the button. That button. Come on. Should just slip right on in there. It wants to go in. I think leave me alone. I've only had this rifle for a few weeks, and I've only disassembled it like 4 times. There we are. The bolt always gives me a little bit of trouble, but that is in. So now we put in the rubber H, and then we put in the recoil spring. I'm just preemptively pushing that pin back. Captive pin, love to see it. So squiggle bit goes in. And then there you. Lovely. And now for the scope / dust cover. So this, gotta really, really fight it. Yeah. Yeah. And there we have it. The SKS completely field stripped and cleaned. Now, where'd that little fucker go? Where'd the little screw go for the... I'll find it. Little fucker. The last step for me is to just screw everything down again. Screw the mount, the scope mount on. Not too tight or it will interfere with the bolt. But also not too loose. Where are you, little shit screw? I will find you and beat you, suka. Regardless, I'm just going to go ahead and screw this down, and I'm going to cycle the action again. Just to make sure that everything is still running smoothly. This has a last round full hood open. Beautiful. Trigger's long, but it's fine. And there you have it. There is the SKS, my Chinese SKS, field stripped, cleaned, and put all back together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'm not firing that Winchester shit ever again, nor that Czech stuff. the hunting ammo was 124 grain soft points. But yeah, I love this gun so much. So much fun to shoot, very pleasant recoil, very soft push, it very accurate. Like, oh my god, it is a fucking laser beam of accuracy. It's just so good. Scope's good. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, in Trilby, we trust.